So lists, if you have something that interests you, so you can export the whole thing, or you can, excuse me, or you can export just things that you think are right where you need them. You just save them to a list and then give it a name so you can recognize it, what it was. And then you come back and add more. And then when you're done, you can export the whole list into a reference manager. So a few minutes behind, but so you can keep it all in here. So I should say that. So you can actually create a bibliography right here. So you have this three, create a bibliography, pick a style, right, APA, and then you can create this and you can just copy and paste it in your document. So that will be one option. So the other option that you have is to just take the, and that's a little bit cumbersome, but you can, you take the DOI that's listed in here, or the title. We have a tool, Zotero BIP. That's, if you only have a few references, it's a manual tool. You can just grab the DOI, just if you need something really quick. It creates a citation for you, style, and say this is MLA, I want an APA, right? So, and then you can copy to clipboard and paste it. So that's another option. So you can create the bibliography manually, okay? But the best thing you can do is, if you are actually, if I can get back here, if you export the whole thing, articles that interest you, or the whole search results, for our project, we have to export everything. Go to RS export, and that gives you options. So these are all reference managers. Mendeley, there's have a little video reference from the guys. It used to be really nice. It's not part of Elsevier, so you can, if you use it, continue using it. There's nothing wrong with that. So I think most people are actually using Zotero these days, or EndNote. EndNote is a professional product, commercial product, commercial product that sets you back about $100. So we can talk about this. It has some really nice features that Zotero is missing. Zotero is not listed in here, so you just have to know its RS format. You can also export to Excel if you're going to do something there, and then export later or import later for whatever reference manager you want. So one thing you have to be aware is that it defaults just to the citation information, but you definitely want to have the abstract and keywords included when you export these things. So make sure for your export you check what's included, or once it's included, you check what you got to make sure you have everything. Okay. So, and that allow you to export the whole. Did I export something? I may have not done something. Oh, I didn't click cancel. Okay. So it didn't like that I selected too many. Okay, so I selected the whole thing, so which is actually a good warning. So I don't want that. Okay, so you can just select the ones that you want. Export them, right? And then it will ask me where to save it. In the name, so you want to have a system there. I just call it Scopus. And then information is in this RS file. And you can keep it. You want to keep that file in case you're using a different reference manager and you want it back to the original. So it's always good to have sort of a master copy. And then this is this Zotero. I have it running. That was using my computer, so it's up and running. So it comes with a desktop tool. This is the desktop. The first time you use it, you actually have to go to the website and create an account. How many of you are using Zotero? Okay, plenty of you. So good. So Zotero.org. So you are logging in, creating an account, and then you will have, I can log in, and you will see the same library that I have synchronized to my desk. So it's the same library, and then I have organized my library in folders and subfolders. Okay, and you can create as many as you like. Okay, so I wanted, so I created a collection, and I call it tests. If you don't do this, this is where EndNote, for example, has a nice feature that actually puts it in a imported, has a folder, imported references, so you don't have to think about where you want to put it. If you don't have a collection, so then it may end up in you know, just in your library, and there's no way for you to really find it. Like this one, I don't really know where is it there. So I want, okay, so create another one. So I think it remembered my default. So okay, take another one. Test 2. How about that? Okay, so test 2. And then you just import what you just had. Okay, Scopus. And then important to leave this place import collection into new collection. So it actually creates a new collection, and you want that. Otherwise, it will end up in your general collection, and you will not be able to find that. You can store it by accession date, and so it's, you know, 2 additional steps. So now it's importing this, and it creates the because it already had Scopus. It takes actually the file. It looks like I have a previous one that I just named Scopus, so I created this one here, the 3 one. Okay, so I don't want to leave it in there because I actually have my test collection. So you just take it and move it there. Okay. Now, a couple things you can do now. If you have your setting, and there's a link. On my library guide that will tell you how to get the settings right. So one of the things you want to have is to have this resolver in here, because if you have this resolver, you can actually automatically search for full text. And I probably should have tested this. It doesn't work in all cases, but you can just highlight and then find available PDFs. The other thing that I have, first one failed, second one failed, okay. And what happened was I picked the most recent one. I have my Scopus library searched by date, so I picked the most recent one that we don't have the full text set apparently. So, but usually it works. I can try it again. By the interest of time, I'm skipping this. Usually it will pick up the PDFs for you, and then it will have them renamed. So there's a little add-on, called sort files. So that's an add-on that you want to have it installed, and that allows you to manage the PDF. For example, you can give them a name, so you can name them in any file structure, name structure that you want. So I like author, year, and title, right? So so, and then you have the PDF right in here, okay? You can just open it. And then you can go and take notes and annotate it and do whatever you want to do with it. And it stays all in one place. So you don't have to worry about which folders did I put this, or you know, what name did I give it. It all stays in here. So every time you find something, you have a PDF maybe that you found, you can just dump this in this folder, and it will, if it's a new one at least, it will extract the metadata for you. So we'll create a record for you that will look like something like this. You may need to go in and correct a few things here and there. Sometimes things get missing, but usually it works pretty well. So you have everything in there. The other thing that it has is it comes with a little, let me see what I can find something. I think I don't have anything, right? Where's my Scopus? Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, these are the 2020 that it didn't find it in 2020. So I should have sorted this a different way. There's a lot of options you can sort this. So just do my reference. So you can, yeah, a couple of minutes. Okay. So what I was trying to show you is, maybe just one more thing. So I wanted to, actually wanted to grab an article. It doesn't allow me to do. Okay, something is going on. Okay, here it is. Okay, so there's a little add-on, and this is the sign, and then you can download this from this Zotero. If you download, actually, it comes with the whole thing. It's just an exit. So it sits in your browser. It's a browser extension, and it recognizes that this is an article and has PDF. So you can just click on this one. It works for websites, you know, anything that you come across, and you can select the collection you wanted. I have the test 2 that I'm working on. It was the last one. And it takes a little bit because it's just starting, but you see it's working on the PDF, and it's, you see down here, it actually renames the PDF. And now if you go back, you actually have the, it should be, is this the first one? No, this is this one here. Here's the PDF. Okay. Now you have the PDF. So you don't have to go and find the PDFs and save it and rename all that. It has it all for you. And then, of course, the best part is that it integrates with your word processor. So if you are writing your thesis or dissertation or just your paper, you can, there's an add-on for your word processor. So, okay, so if you're writing away and you want to cite this, pick the style, you only have to do this once, and then you can pick the citation. So maybe you want to cite this one, okay? So it creates the in-text citation, and then the first time you have to create a reference or something like that. And then you can add your bibliography, okay? So and then you continue writing, and then you add the next one. So you still have to pay attention to a few things. So I have to make sure that the record is correct and everything, but at least it takes the mechanics out of things. So it creates a reference for you. So if you have to change it because you don't like APA or submit it to a journal that has a different style, you can actually pick like thousands of journal size. So you don't have to really worry about that. Doesn't work in all cases because sometimes they say this is the style they're using, and then they have a style sheet, and it's not the style they're using. They're claiming they're using, but you can go in and customize this to whatever you need. Okay, so I'm rushed through a little bit, but I think that gives you an idea of what you can do with these tools. They all work similar, so they all have. So they have the desktop application, and they have a web tool that allows you to synchronize. So you can have this desktop installed here on the laptop and on your device at home or in your office or something like that. So there's no limit. The guide has a reference how to set your settings right. So one of the things that I recommend is that you back it up to so elementary citations we have down here is this customizing endnote and Zotero settings at OSU. It's a guide that my colleague Jessica Page put together. And so there's custom settings. So here's the link you need for the full text search capability. And then also how to synchronize your full text, your PDFs. So I have it set up so it backs up to Box. So Box is free. There's no limit. You can store as much stuff in Box as you want. If you use, there's a pretty generous, I think it's a 2 GB limit that you can use freely for Zotero. But once you hit that, they ask you to join their program, and then you pay an annual fee or something like that. So as long as you're with OSU, you don't need that. So you just have to
do have to end.